After 3 league game without a win, Mikel Arteta Arsenal are in pressure after making it 4 games without a win in the Stamford Bridge, been held up to a 1-1 draw by the Enzo Maresca boys. We gonna look at the 4 things we learned from Chelsea 1 Arsenal 1, from the truth behind Arsenal attacking transfer, to Martin Odegaard impact from injury, to what has happened in the title race, and also discuss how this international break is going to help Arsenal in terms of their confidence which they lack in this game, and who is also available for the international break. Welcome back to your boys channel once again. Before going into the breakdown, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do well to subscribe and also like this video and share. Thank you. Starting off with the tactical battle up against a former assistant coach to Pep Guardiola in the year they won the treble before going to Leicester. We know it was going to be a tactical battle between the two manager, and since his appointment at Chelsea this season, we've seen so much difference in the team and going against a very informed Chelsea side at Stamford Bridge after beating Noah in their midweek Conference League game 8-0. Man City being the only side who has won in this stadium this season, we know it will be a very hard game for the Gunners. In terms of the game, it was a balanced game for both sides with the stats showing the XG. Chelsea slightly edging Arsenal in XG, but Arsenal slightly has more possession, final third entries, and also unexpected threats created. For me, I would say the first was balanced because both teams have their moments, from the Havertz goal that was ruled out for offside, to the Martinelli chance missed, but then you also have Pedro Neto versus Ben White. He was causing him so much problem with all his runs and crosses which Chelsea should have easily scored from by gusto. It was a shaky game for the Gunners with lack of confidence that see them respecting Chelsea attacking threat, but as grew into the game as we saw the dominance from the Arsenal side in the second half of the game. And the key reason is because of the return of our captain. Starting off his first game since August, playing the whole 90 minutes was a very good sign for the Gunners, producing an excellent performance with a 7.6 ratings, 1 assist, 52 touches, 92% accurate passes, 4 key passes, and 2 big chances created. Odegaard created more chances than any player in the pitch, even twice as many as any other player on the pitch. In this game, he was dictating the attacks, dropping so deeper and also being influential, coming back from injury. He hasn't played for 2 months, but coming on the pitch, his effects was undeniable. Example was his chip pass to Martinelli, giving us the best chance in the game. Not only is Odegaard making Arsenal good on the ball, off the ball, he has make Arsenal so good. His pressing is there to be seen. David Raya says on Odegaard, he drives us, he gives us that extra edge. Of course, he's the club captain as well. He just shows on the pitch the quality he has and what he gives to the team. So we're really happy to have him back. Being the captain, he has been the leader on the pitch, pointing to where he wants his players to be, giving them instructions. Example is the Pedro Neto goal. He was pointing to him not to let them pass the ball to him because he already knows what's going to happen next. Martin Odegaard has now created 62 chances from open play, more than any player in the league in 2024, despite missing 15 games through injuries, but he still topped the list. But not just that, but he has affected Mikel Merino in a good way, coming on in the second half. His cameo is one to remember. I think this is his best performance in an Arsenal shirt, with a 7.1 ratings in just 19 minutes played, 2 successful dribbles and 4 ground duels won. His turning was so good and better than before. So what do you think of Mikel Merino performance so far for Arsenal Football Club? You can just drop in the comments section below. Moving on to the second thing, was Martinelli good today? This is a question for the Arsenal fans, although let's talk about his goal. In this game, Martinelli had his moment where he was found by Martin Odegaard in the 60 minutes of the game, who scored the opening goal for the Gunners, having a 6.9 ratings. 1 goal scored and 1 big chance missed. Scoring his 3rd goal in the league, Martinelli has the ability to drive the ball and also attract defenders to himself. Also create chances, but Martinelli need to do more. Example is the chances he got in the first half where all Arsenal fans thought he gonna put it in the back of the net, but unfortunately he missed the best chance chance we got in the first half. He need to do more, and let's talk about Trossard too. Coming on in the second half for Gabriel Martinelli, Trossard missed a 2 golden chance, the last kick of the game, which Saliba found himself in the attacks, who made the cross for Trossard, and he wasn't able to put it in the back of the net and also take it away from Kai Havertz. How has been Leandro Trossard's season so far? Has it been a one that deserved new contract? As we got a report concerning his future, saying Arsenal have been trying to tie Leandro Trossard down to a new long-term deal. Sources have told Football Insider there has been interest in the player from Saudi Arabia, which is one of the reasons the club are keen to extend his contract. So drop in the comments section if Leandro Trossard really deserve a new contract. Thank you. In the game, we had player that struggles. Example is Benjamin White. We saw that he was struggling with a certain Pedro Neto who had a better game. White was unable to withstand Pedro Neto threats with the crosses and runs. It was a difficult game for White. Let's discuss the new updates concerning White, as we got report regarding his injury. Ben White has had minor surgery to resolve an issue he's had for the last 6 weeks. Last season he played 4,089 minutes for Arsenal, and just look at his mechanics. It's been obvious he's been struggling. He can't run, so he has been with injury for so long. As they confirmed the length of the injury, Ben White is expected to be out for 10 to 12 weeks after the operation this week. Knowing Ben White, he'll do everything possible to push that forward. We are with you, lad. Moving on to the third thing, defense's struggle. Let's talk about Pedro Neto goal. After causing Ben White some little issues in the first half in the left-hand side with the arrival of Mykhailo Mudryk. Moving on to the right-hand side where he caused the most issues. Example is his goal in the 69th minutes of the game, cutting inside and given so much space. Although let's be sincere, it was a tremendous finish, but looking at what happened there, I think Saliba was out of position in the corner that was taken, so Partey had to cover that space for him, and also Rice leaving that space open. Mikel Arteta speaking about the goal. No, we are disorganized. In our standards, it's not good enough. Saliba and Gabriel has been very good in this game, holding down Nicholas Jackson and Cole Palmer. Saliba has now made 25 tackles this season without getting dribbled past. No other player even has 15 tackles without being dribbled past. Despite that though, Arsenal have failed to keep a clean sheet in their last 7 Premier League matches, a title charge that was built on our defense last season, ability to win duels, and also go and win balls even out possession. I think we are lacking that intensity to close down space. I've been saying it that we going to defend after scoring will always bring us that so much pressure. If we look into that last season, where we control game against the likes of West Ham, Man United, and also our last game against Chelsea, which saw us beat them 5-0, and where we look at our confidence, as a team we lack that confidence, and I think with our next 5 games, if we can get a win run of 5 games, that will build back our confidence. After the injury of Ben White, we have a good news concerning our defenders, as we got a report concerning Ricardo and Tomiyasu returns. Ricardo Calafiori and Takahiro Tomiyasu are both expected to return for Arsenal after the international break. Moving on to the fourth thing that we learn, is the title race over? Arsenal have been in the title race for 2 consecutive years now, coming close to the title for that years. But many fans and pundits already said that, I think this is the year for the Gunners, but after 11 games into the league, we found ourselves 9 points behind the league leader Liverpool. According to Opta prediction, Liverpool now currently have 60.3%, while Man City having 34.3%, leaving Arsenal to just 5% chance of winning the Premier League this season. Mikel Arteta saying he has found this season an absolute nightmare because of fitness and injury issues. Injury can be part of it, but there are more to it. Example is our chances we are not taken. Look at the reaction of Bukayo Saka to Mikel Merino miss. It was a painful one, to be honest. And also Kai Havertz scoring in the first half that was ruled out for offside. It's high time we look into the main man that have that urgency and can give us that upper hand. With the like of Mo Salah for Liverpool and also Erling Haaland for Man City, we need such quality, and let's discuss few of them that had been linked with the Gunners. Victor Gyokeres is one of them. After scoring 43 goals and 14 assists in all competition for Sporting last season, he continued his goal scoring this season, scoring 28 and 7 assists in 23 games this season, scoring his first ever Champions League hat-trick in their last Champions League game against a very Man City. with report claiming Victor Gyokeres has a 100 million euros release clause in his contract, but it is understood that he has a gentleman's agreement with Sporting CP to allow the player to leave for a lower fee next summer. Sporting could accept a bid of between 75 million euros to 85 million euros. What do you think of Victor Gyokeres? Is he the right player for the Gunners? Let's talk about the player Arsenal almost signed in the summer that later renew his contract, Benjamin Sesko. As we got a report concerning the reason he decided to sign a new contract, Benjamin Sesko seriously considered joining Arsenal this summer but hesitated, unsure he'd secure a regular spot in the starting 11. The Gunners made it clear he wouldn't be guaranteed playing time over Havertz. But notwithstanding, report claimed Benjamin Sesko currently has a buyout clause of £55 million, with the Gunners monitoring his progress closely ahead of the next transfer windows. Did you still think Arsenal should go for him? You can just drop in the comments section below. And concerning our Premier League targets, Alexander Isak, he has been a target for the Gunners since when he was in Sociedad before moving to Newcastle United. This particular player has been compared to legendary Thierry Henry. His playing style has been alike with the Arsenal legend, ability to play from the wing, also drop into the middle. I think it will be a very hard one for the Gunners with Newcastle tagging him as untouchable, but I think if we can trigger his release clause of £100 million, it will be a good one for the Gunners with his Premier League experience, as report claim. Arsenal have made Alexander Isak their number striker target. Which one do you think will be the best signing for the Gunners? Please drop your comments below. Moving on to the latest in the international break, as we got some news concerning Odegaard after our game against Chelsea. Martin Odegaard is traveling to Norway, but it is unclear whether he will play against Slovenia and Kazakhstan. Norway head coach Stidle Solbakken confirms that playing depends on the ankle, the medics and Odegaard himself, but it was later confirmed that he will not play for Norway this month. I need to listen to my body. I need to complete this rehab and get my foot back in good shape. And concerning Declan Rice, as report claim, Declan Rice required painkillers to play against Chelsea with a broken toe last Sunday. If it wasn't Chelsea away, he may not have even played at all. So he was withdrawn from the England squad, and also Bukayo Saka. I think this is a good one for the players to recover from their injury and also to prepare for the next 5 games. Thank you for watching my video. Please do well to subscribe to my channel and also like this video and share. Thank you.
We'll go.